All right, so this is the most excited I've been about an e-bike pretty much ever. I present to you the Cybervelo EK9 52 volt 40 amp hour 26 by 4 inch bike. I went ahead and purchased this off AliExpress. I'll put a link down there. It's an affiliate link, just a heads up. But I paid for this with my own money. This is a nice large screen. You're getting a ton of value. I paid just under $1,200 shipped on this, and they shipped it very quickly. It's a normal class 2 with throttle and 5 pass modes. You can also access the main menu. It has a Tourney Shimano 7-speed, has adjustable suspension. It's an aluminum frame, has a nice headlight. It's a daytime running light and also a nighttime running light that's actually very bright. I just feel like I got so much value for this bike, and the quality on the build is really nice. The frame is really nice. It's plastic fenders, nice spokes, nice brakes, 230 millimeter hydraulic brakes, and these things are beefy. I have other big bikes, and these are much thicker rotors on there. It should be, because this is a very, very fast bike. I mean, I have not ridden an e-bike that was this fast ever. It has a 52 volt 40 amp hour internal battery. Unfortunately, it's not detachable, but I'm okay with that. Just getting that large battery is just absolutely insane, and it's the whole reason I bought this, because I had an A pass and I love that bike. The issue was the suspension, the range on it was only about 20 miles in mixed riding at any speed. Now, if you ride these slower, they do go longer. The issue is, how fast you go. That motor is probably about 2.5 times the size of my 750 watt motor that's on my A pass, and you feel it. I am not joking when I say, when you take off in this thing, you have to hold the handlebars tight, because it will pull away from you. It's not going to throw it into a wheelie, but it moves. When it kicks in, it goes. So it also has an air suspension right there, set at 150 PSI, so it's a little firm. Nothing crazy. I've put about 30 miles on this bike so far, and we did a lot of moderate desert riding, some heavy desert riding through rocks and stuff, and nothing too crazy to report. I do like this. Sorry, I'm going to keep bouncing back and forth, but it has ball bearing metal pedals, which was really nice. Real fat saddle on the seat. I am going to add suspension seat. I will follow up to this. I did get a little tear in the seat. I contacted the seller. I do believe that they're just going to replace it. No big deal. There's no brake light. The brake light is integrated into the back seat, and it automatically turns on and off. That's mild. I mean, for the price, you can't find a bike like this. Like, it is so insanely fast. And I know I keep saying that like it's something crazy, but it makes me get a smile every time I get on it. And this is a little view of it. This is me taking off, and it goes. My brother has a 2-motor bike, and it cannot keep up with this bike. Like, this bike just flies. When we were on a desert ride, I mean, huge inclines, and this thing just flew up. Nice box it came in. Do keep your box just in case there's any issues. This is me just kind of riding around. We went over to Arizona. We live in California, but we went to Arizona to Lake Pleasant, and we were riding, and this is a pretty big incline. You can't tell ever from these videos, but I'm going up a pretty steep incline, and it is just ripping up it. And this is in 3. I had to actually turn it down because I was flying past my brother so much. And I'm 6'3", 230 pounds, and this thing just pulls every single time. So you can tell it just like nothing. Like, I never felt like this bike was ever struggling. I didn't put it in any situation where I felt like it wasn't holding its own. We rode everywhere we possibly could. And this, my brother on his bike. His bike is a very similar spec, except it's 2 750 watt motors. It just doesn't keep up with this thing. Like, I was just flying past them. I was able to max this thing out at about 46 miles an hour of flat terrain. It does peak out around 50 if you have the right area. It comes with a 3 amp hour charger, which is really awesome. Like I said, the screen is really nice quality. It's metal. The lower modes do help. It still pulls. The thing has a lot of torque, even in the first speed. The throttle is really nice. Little things that you're gonna have to deal with. The torque sensor does take sometimes a little bit to kick in. Nothing crazy, but it's something to expect. like I said, for the price, and then also my spokes were coming loose in the rear wheel because there's so much torque on this motor that it actually, I think, not crazy loose. I mean, it makes a little bit of noise, so you just have to be aware of that to tighten those up. Nothing crazy though. It came really super fast, really nice build quality. It was really easy to put together. The manual not so good. I mean, that should be expected with a bike like this. It's obviously a lot of translation going on. It's not carrying over. But as far as working on it, so far everything I've done on it is very straightforward. I'm going to follow up with more of reviews as we go on, but I am very happy. See the link below and follow me for more videos.